Hello, and welcome to another episode of Broken Chess, the show that laughs in the face of perfection. Here with me on this episode is one of the unqualified film bros, Mr. Declan Rocca. Declan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Aidan. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. All right. So the version that we are playing today is something that Declan and I came up with together called Third Century Crisis Chess. Declan, as the resident history nerd, would you like to give the audience a short summary of the actual Third Century Crisis and then how we're reflecting that in our game today?
Of course, thank you. I always enjoy the chance to talk about random historical topics that most people don't care about, except for other history nerds, like Aidan. And
Yeah.
anyway,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
so the Third Century Crisis was a period in Roman history where basically the empire came so close to collapse that it's honestly remarkable that it managed to survive. This is partially its survival is thanks to to Aurelian and Diocletian, but that's another story. Ask a random white person on a college campus about it. He'll 80% chance we'll probably be able to tell you a lot about it. But still, the basics of the third century crisis was a complete collapse of the Roman system, where the empire, was in basically in a near constant state of civil war, and the emperor title kept changing between different generals, where one general would basically win a battle and suddenly proclaim himself emperor and then kill the guy who claimed to be emperor at the time.
All right, fantastic. And so, how does that reflect? What's the rule change we're making here to break chess this time?
So the rules here are: if any piece on the chessboard on the same team, mind you, if any piece except for the queen is capable of killing the king, as in taking the piece, it has to, and then that piece becomes king. It
Fantastic.
is the one you are trying to checkmate.
Yeah, and of course, the only reason we're accepting the queen from that is because then each game would just start with the queen killing the king, which would have been fairly accurate for the third century crisis, but I think not exactly how we want to start this game.
100%. Broken.
All right.
That broken chess. Sometimes.
Yeah. And I forget how we played this last time. Does that capturing the king count as your move for the turn, or should we give the other person a move after that?
I think we did it where for some reason I want to say we didn't have it was instantaneous, and thus it didn't count as the move.
Okay, yeah, let's play it that way. All right, so we decided who's what color. I'll be white for this game, so let's tilt down to the boards and get underway. All right. So certainly got to be very careful in this game. So I will just do the classic opening chess move, which should not put me in any danger of killing my own king.
Okay, so all right. I suppose the classic counter to that would be d7 to d5. Okay, very good.
Yeah. All right. Okay, well, I think I'm sure he won't last very long, but I think it's in my best interest now to move that pawn at e4 to capture your pawn at e5.
Also, I can't play chess, just in case anyone's wondering. So I'm actually very bad at this game. But we'll keep going because we have to do our duty, and that
absolutely
duty includes doing the podcast, even when we're bad. We're bad at the game we play.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure anyone who actually knows chess would be so frustrated by all the fantastic opportunities we're letting fall by the wayside.
Oh, 100%.
But that happens sometimes.
Genuine chess players, I'm so sorry. Just again, another thing. Okay, so I will move my knight right here, and I will move it to here. here
All
from yeah.
F8 to F6.
F8 to F6. Okay, very good.
All right.
To E6, right?
No, that's F.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't know. Looks like we're gonna have our first assassination coming soon. So I am not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna move my bishop F1 to C4.
To C4. Oh, F1 to C4. No, wait.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was right.
Good. Okay, good.
All right, and it looks like your first half of your move is going to be that knight.
Oh wait. I regret this, but in keeping with the game, in order to illustrate how these rules work, the knight then goes and realizes the opportunity that it now faces. It now has, despite having no qualifications, it takes over the king. Assassination. Yep. It is now king. And thus, does the knight now have the same move set that it has originally?
No.
Does it now?
Or you're rather, yes. It still moves like a knight. It just is now the piece that I have to checkmate and you have to protect.
Yes.
And I put a little checker piece under there to help sell it apart from the other knight.
Thank you. I'm going to flip it on the side here, just because I don't have checker pieces off the top of my head, offhand. I should, but I don't. That's right. That's on me.
No worries.
So
all right,
now,
and now
I will. I still have a move, correct?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So, given that it's best not to instantly put anything in danger, there's a temptation I feel, but it's probably best to have some degree of caution given the level of skullduggery and new rules we are operating under. I will instead move. Will I do this? Yeah, I will move my pawn. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I apologize again to also people who watch chess streamers normally and know how they should be they should be talking. It's like what is this incompetence I'm seeing here? Anyway, I shall move my pawn from right here to right here.
So that's forward 2 spaces, correct?
Yes.
All right. C7 to C5. Great.
7 to C5.
Yeah, that works really well for me. I will move my bishop now, C4 to B5, and put your knight king in check. Not the Game of Thrones one.
Yeah. All right. That's fair and valid. Again, it might go to show you that this is actually that I'm not qualified to be doing this, and I should be playing something else. Regardless, though, we will keep doing our duty. So because my knight king is in check, this is a monumental moment because it's the first Equidays emperor that it's been seen before. All the other kings were from the senatorial class. That's for all you.
Also, all the other horse rulers, or rather, the Caligula's horse was a senator, not the emperor.
True. That is very true. Anyway, I have to move this, and wait. Do I want to do it that way? I want it that way. Maybe why not? Why not? We will go on the attack, and I will wait. Can I do that? Can I do that without putting? Yes. Okay. I am out of check, and yes, there you go.
All right. So
right.
d5, right in front of my pawn there.
Mm.
Interesting. I will counter that. Yeah, I will counter that by moving my knight from b1 to c3.
From b1 to c3. There we go. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, I'm stroking my chin for those of you who can't see.
We're playing with a lot of galaxy brains right here,
Yeah.
just like raw intelligence and not incompetence.
Oh yeah, and we'll figure out how to play 5-dimensional chess later and bring that to you guys in a future episode. I'm sure.
Amen. Anyway, in some ways, wouldn't 4D chess actually be playing chess via like mail, just because since time is the fourth dimension? Like,
I mean, I would argue it's impossible not to play 4-dimensional chess, since every game necessarily takes place in time.
Holy shit, Aidan has cracked the code. Anyway, that was the stupidest tangent I've ever made. I again apologize to any of our listeners and viewers. I shall, in order to counter this, getting involved in what's known as a quagmire, I will move my queen from d8 to a. What was this? Is this A5? A5.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm all right with that.
Oh my gosh! Wait. Oh, crap. Okay. I still make my move because it was the right move. I just suddenly realized. Can I be honest?
Please.
I hate this. I hate this so much, but we are playing by the rules of the game. My pawn senses the opportunity.
Oh my god.
And it takes the
What
throne.
Fools we are.
It is now the new king. This fucking pawn.
All right, maybe
this is in the spirit of the game, because it's how unstable the empire was. But oh fuck! Okay, well that will be the singular. Well, should we leave it at one overthrow per turn?
Yes, because I think we both see that your bishop will be doing that next turn, and your pawn can't go anywhere.
Yes, exactly. So for this split second, it will just be that singular turn. But anyway, I still make this move.
All right. Fantastic.
Sorry. Oh, but anyway, keep going. Sorry.
No, this is probably how a lot of them are going to go, because your brains are not wired to see things this way.
100%.
But I will. I'll move my pawn on d2 forward to d3.
d2 forward to d3, so just one.
Yep.
Okay.
And now your bishop.
My bishop, sensing the opportunity, decides to seize power and steals the throne. Oh man, if I knew my years of the third century crisis, I would be like, oh man, this is the blank of this is the real blank of turns, and all that. But unfortunately, my knowledge of every single year of the third century crisis is weak. I was weak at the moment. I apologize to all of our listeners. You don't deserve it.
I think the jokes were going to be a little too niche anyway.
True.
All right. And now, what would you like to do in attempts to not be assassinated for a third consecutive turn?
Okay. Oh, Christ. It's just like I'm. Okay. You know, for safety reasons, as much as for like logic. Also, I gotta make sure I'm not missing something obvious. Not particularly. I think I shall move my bishop king. It's like there's something so obvious. Anyway, move my bishop king right here.
To
Keep
your
it out the fire.
Oh dear. All right, so that'd be right there. E7. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Taking the place of the pawn that just assassinated.
Really metaphoric.
All right. I'm going to ramp up the pressure again. Move my bishop from C1 to G6, and oh wait, no. Well, I took my finger off of it, so you're in check. But
where did it move? I'm so wait. Could you point to
that? G6 right here.
Okay, so this one to G6. Is this right?
Yep. Forgetting that it can still move like a bishop.
It's fair. Again, our brains are not wired to make chess this broken. Regardless, I mean, it's not. Admittedly, there's a certain four-dimensional. There's a certain four-dimensional aspect to the move. You could be having me make. Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry, I mislooked at where your queen is currently.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. So are there literally any downsides?
Not that I can see.
None. So yeah, I guess first battle, and it wins something. So this is really cements the reign. All I'll say.
Yep.
So he can't
Bishop
exactly.
is right.
He can't move in many locations actually. Like when you really look at it.
Yeah. All right. Well, the one bit of solace that I can take from this is I can move my knight here from G1 to H3 and put you in check that you can't immediately capture me.
True. I shall instead, since it's in check.
Oh my God!
Move it out of the way. You just realized something?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh wait. Then oh
yeah.
Do you have to do it now?
No, next turn.
Okay, fair. Yeah, fair. Regardless, all I'll say is there could be unintentional benefits to you. All I'll say. Anyway, still, this is the move I literally have to make. I cannot move. Well, no, actually, scratch that. I can. No. This is the move that I should make. Or sorry, no. I'm just trying to think about this a little bit. No, okay. For now, for stability's sake, I will move it here for the time being.
All right, back to E7. Ooh. All right.
There's an opportunity here that I might have missed, and it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I maybe should have made a different move, but let's keep it for the time.
Yeah. So my rook, sensing the opportunity, the clear line of sight, will kill his king and become the first rook king, the first king to be an inanimate object. And so now the interesting thing is you're in check.
Yes.
And it is my move.
Okay, here's the thing. Because of the nature of this, given how we're really bending the rules, should we have this this occur at the end, or no, never mind. No, okay. I am in check, but it is your move. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily make sense, but should.
I think.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think in the spirit of the game being the most broken, I think
Mhm.
I have to do it.
Yeah.
I think I have to.
Capture.
I think I have to. My rook king, I think, has to capture your bishop king
Uh-huh.
and end the game.
You know what? I feel like there's a part of me that wants to argue with this, but at the same time, this is also, again, very accurate to how this game works.
Okay. So, all right, let's flip the cameras back up and debrief here.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could claim that I did that on purpose. Because that would be the most galaxy-brained chess move I have made in my entire life.
I like what I now. Okay, here's the thing. What I now realize is I should have just pushed my bishop. No. Should I? Okay. This is an interesting idea. The game is in a way over. What I was thinking I should do is I should move my bishop king into the line of sight of the rook so that my rook is also a king and therefore has the same advantages that yours make. In retrospect, now, arguably that means I should have, because I would have placed myself in check. I shouldn't have been able to move there, and all that. And all that. This is the thing is, again, this game doesn't actually make sense.
No, it doesn't.
This is applying logic to raw anarchy, so I can't even say with complete certainty if that should be right. But regardless.
Yeah, I think there's an argument to be made, given that we both knew that that was going to be the move that I would have to make, and it would put you in check. However, under the conditions of the game at the time, it was a safe move.
Yes. There wasn't any reason for it to. I suppose I should have been thinking, again, brain's not wired to do this. I should have been thinking far enough ahead to realize that would have become an unsafe move, but it's still like,
yeah,
it's still, it's fascinating. It's
fascinating. Yeah, and so
what I'll say is, because we didn't know, it still stands. For the future, it might be that we have to consider what the future king will be.
Yeah, and I mean, I think really the big mistake was both of us not realizing that your knight put itself in danger.
So it's good to have an early illustration of how the game works.
Yeah. All right. So let's close it off by 1 to 10. How broken and how fun?
On a broken scale, I would say, I would call it I think a 9. I would say, I don't know. It's a bit difficult, kind of, because I would say broken is kind of basically unplayable. Not unplayable. It's difficult in a way. I would say a 9 on the broken scale, but I honestly also find it sort of pretty fun, just in how surprising it is,
Yeah, like, I mean, we laughed a lot. Yeah. So I would say 10 out of 10 fun.
Yeah.
And
I have to agree with that.
Yeah. A 9 out of 10 broken feels right. Although I think, like, if this was chess, like, I think if we played it every week, every whatever, we would get used to it and become adept at it, to where silly mistakes like the kind we both made, they wouldn't happen. Yeah. And that might bring it down. But the way it exists now, profoundly broken.
Universe where this is literally chess and this is how people play. And so it's, of course, I would never move it. I can't knock out my king just yet. And people talk about the meta of like, oh man, you want to make sure your rook eventually gets to assassinate or something like that. You know?
Yeah, that's it throws a lot of really interesting questions. But all right, thank you for joining me on this episode, Declan, and thank you all for watching. And have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Yeah.